Welcome to this week's issue of Digital Display Insider. This is your bonus video for issue number 28. And today we're talking about how to use ChatGPT to help you with your initial marketing of your mobile digital billboard business. And this is an area that I absolutely love talking about. I love marketing. I've been heavily involved in it in the last 4 or 5 years in my own businesses. I've spent multiple six figures learning a lot of this stuff. And the thing that has really allowed me to take everything I've learned to the next level and be able to control and do a lot of it myself is the advent of ChatGPT or artificial intelligence. And I can't stress to you how much this has helped me in my business over the last couple of years. It's absolutely a game changer. And so when you combine ChatGPT with a lot of the other softwares that's out there, there's so much money you can save and have so much more control over your own business assets that we've just never had before in my 20 years of doing business. And so today I want to specifically focus on the initial marketing of your business. And if you have not read this week's issue of Digital Display Insider, go check out issue 28 at digitaldisplayinsider.com, where we address three key components. Number one is your initial media kit. Number two is your Google business profile. The number one search engine in the world where most everybody goes to search anything is Google. And so it's imperative that you have a great business profile on their site that will drive traffic to you. And then the last thing is your website. Now, historically, in order to have a decent website, you've had to pay a web developer to develop something for you or use something that looks very homemade. And over the last 5 or 6 years, different softwares have come out that have allowed business owners like us to take that control and do our own website. And so I'm a huge advocate of ClickFunnels. Um, that has literally changed my life. I've got a car shipping business. I've got my billboard business. Just in my car shipping business alone, changing from a website to a funnel, and that's a whole nother massive area. But just using that software and the training that they taught me took that business from right at $1 million a year to well over 6 million, almost $7 million a year in revenue in just the last 5 years. And so there's again, there's just so much I could talk about on this, but I highly encourage you, if you have any computer skills whatsoever, and I'm talking if you feel comfortable with it, don't pay someone to do your website. There's so much here that we can teach you that you can do it on your own. It's in the end, it's going to save you a lot of money, and even paying the platform fees and some of the different fees that go with it. It's going to pay off so much for you. So if you want a free version of ClickFunnels, if you scroll down in the digital display article, there's a free trial that ClickFunnels offers, and you can get that and start playing with it here. But today um, I'm going to walk through probably the more um, the three areas there that I talked about: the website, the Google Business, and Media Kit. The website is the thing that most people have the most questions about because it is the most complicated, and so I just wanted to walk through that. And I'm going to show you a funnel website, and I use those two words interchangeably, so just understand that. But this is one of my clients, Captive Campaigns, out of Los Angeles, California. This is a recent page that I made for them to help them get business with events like tailgates, movie nights, just using their mobile billboard as essentially a video wall. And this is a page that I use ChatGPT extensively for the content on the page and then also for the SEO content on the back end. And so I just want to walk you through that real quick. And through this, I'm just going to show you how easy ClickFunnels is in some different areas there. And so this is just a look at the page. It's a pretty simple page, and you can see that it's not super extensive. And so this page started as a template within ClickFunnels, and really all I had to do was go in and I changed the pictures, I changed the headlines, add in their header, and then throughout here, again, just changing the pictures, setting the fonts and the what we did in the branding. So that was several issues ago. one of the first things you want to do is create a brand kit. And then when you upload that brand kit into the resources you're using, like Canva or ClickFunnels or whatever, it makes the stuff go really fast. And so um, in all total, I spent about really just a couple hours, give or take a little bit, on this page. So it actually goes fairly quick once you know what you're doing. So this is the overall page. Now let's jump into the editing side of it. And again, you can see here, it's just really, this is what you see when you're actually making it. So you can see as I mouse over stuff, it'll highlight. You can just, highlight stuff. You can change it there. And so if you can drag and click and highlight things, you can do this. One of the hardest things when you're very first starting out, it's something I struggled with, is pictures. Where do you get pictures? And so um, this is an area where if you're working with someone who has that content, a lot of times they can either give it to you or sell it to you. The number one thing I will say is don't go to Google and just copy and paste pictures in that you don't own. Make sure you have permission to use, if you're using LED trucks, pictures of trucks that you don't own. I will tell you, people steal my pictures all the time because I've got a lot out there. And when I see them out there without permission, I immediately send them a cease and desist to take it down because they didn't ask for permission. Now, on the other side of that, if people ask for permission and give me that respect, then I'm very open with selling or sharing some of my content. So biggest thing is don't just go to Google, go to the image search and put stuff in that you don't own. Now, how this works with the template, let me actually show you the template real quick. So in ClickFunnels, they have a theme marketplace, and this is what it looks like. This is a lot of times what you start with. So you can just scroll through here and see what looks good to you. Mostly what you're looking for is just kind of layout and the overall look of it. The color scheme, a lot of that stuff, that's what you change, but you can just scroll through here and kind of see what you like. This hero theme is one that I use quite a bit. It's just one that I've personally found that works. But this is an entire website, so it's not just one single page that you're getting in this theme. The theme has your home page, your about page, blogs. Like, it's the entire website. If you went to a web developer and had them build you a WordPress site that was like this, you could easily pay $5,000 to $10,000, depending on the quality of the developer you're getting, to build you all these pages that you can get for as low as $100 a month on ClickFunnels. So that's one of the big reasons I send people here. One of the dirty secrets of the web development industry is they're getting templates just like this. They're not creating really anything from scratch. Very few of them do. They're going out to the marketplaces and finding WordPress themes that someone else has created graphically, and then just doing this exact same process. So when you hire a developer, you're not paying for a custom build site. And if you are, you're paying a lot of money for it, way more than $10,000. So this is what it looks like. If you are a person who wants to use ClickFunnels, but you simply don't have the technology experience, or you don't feel comfortable doing it, ClickFunnels does offer different experts that can build your pages in ClickFunnels for you. And so this is something that you can pay for if you are willing to pay for it, but just don't want to do it themselves. So this is an option here. Okay, so let's go back to the page here. And so when I was going through this, I would just say I need a headline for the page, and give me 5 different headlines, and then I would modify and tweak it until I got to where I wanted here. And when you're working with ChatGPT, you want to tell it to act as an SEO expert, or tell it you're building a web page. And so with that in mind, you want to use keywords for your industry, for mobile digital billboards in your particular market. And so as it's giving you feedback, it will take some of that into account. Now, the thing I want to show you here as well is, so this is what we call the front end, where this is what the customer sees, but there's also the back end, and that's what your SEO is. And that's what's really going to drive search traffic to your website. And so in each page, you have your page settings. You create your page name, the URL slug. That's what the actual URL for that page. you have your SEO title, and then your SEO description. And so these are the main things that Google is going to look at from a global view as it's crawling your website to see if your on-page content is going, or see if your page is going to match what their users are searching for. And so when I did this one, I'll just show you here. You can read here. This was my initial prompt. And so your prompting doesn't have to be super elaborate. You can kind of use shorthand. You just tell ChatGPT what you're doing. And I told it here, I'm building a client's website funnel for a mobile digital billboard in Hollywood, California. I want it to act as an, for SEO purposes, I want it to act as an experienced SEO professional with the goal of getting these pages ranked in the greater Los Angeles market, specifically for Hollywood, Santa Monica, and Burbank. Okay. And so it gave me some initial just information here. And so then I said the first page I'm working on is to get the truck rented for outdoor TV events such as movie nights, live video streaming, etc. Basically any event that needs an outdoor TV video wall. Give me 3-page title ideas. Okay, so anytime I'm doing a title, like a web page title, or any type of a title, I'm always asking it to give me 3 to 5 different options. So then I can pick and choose bits and parts from each that I like and get it narrowed down. And so here's the 3 that it gave me. And in this case, I liked number 3 that it gave me just as it was. So I told it I'm going to go with number 3. And now to recommend the URL slug. So it gave me that. That's what I used. And then as far as the description goes, under 25 characters, it gave me that as well. And then this is where I got into some of the on-page copy, asking it for headlines. And you can kind of just glance at those real quick. And on this particular chat, that's kind of where I ended, but that's ultimately where I got all these titles, the subtitles, the actual content, and you just go section by section. When you're looking, so one kind of thing to keep in mind, this page here, this is what you land on, this is what you see when you initially land on any web page. It's called the above the fold. And so you can tell ChatGPT, I'm working on the above the fold section of the page, or I'm working on my form. What questions should I ask? Just really be descriptive with it, with what you're telling it, and it will give you the answers. And so I hope this takes away some of the confusion and just shows you how not only easy it is for you to do this stuff yourself, but how much power it can give you to have the ability to just go in and make changes, to add pages, to do whatever you need without paying an hourly rate or paying a project fee to a web developer and then waiting on them and going back and forth over a period of time. You can do more in a day or 2 on your own than you can weeks of working with a web developer. And so the power of ChatGPT, Canva, and ClickFunnels can give you just as good a work as what you'd pay, again, $5,000 to $10,000 to a web development company to do. So I hope this is helpful. Next week, we're going to continue in our ChatGPT series, and we've got a couple more weeks of this. And so until next week, I hope you guys have a great week.